Alright everyone, welcome back to the Stupid Juice channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a creative world tour. Now I don't really play on this world anymore, but there's so much cool shit on it that, I want to show people, what I've done. So first, I think I'll take you through the earliest builds on this world. So this right here, the club, I think is the very first, at least the very first finished build. This was back when we were like 14, 15? This was a while ago. It was during COVID, I think, that we made, I'm pretty sure it was during COVID that we made this. So, like 5 years ago. 13, 14, maybe 15 at the oldest is when we made this. Oh, and I made these seats, I remember that. And we used to actually have different mushroom cows attached by leads to these with different porn star names attached to them. And the reason those aren't there anymore is because we use /kill commands sometimes, which has killed everything. And then at the same time, also you'll notice I used structure blocks duplicated. At the same time, there's also the other opposing club built by a different friend. Honestly, this one is like a lot nicer. It's got 2 floors, although there is no bar in here. There's just like what even is? There's drinks, but there's no actual bar. There's just like a ton of seating. So actually, this is the worst one. Yes, this is bad. Twist. On this world, the main thing we did was this pyramid. So this pyramid right here, all manually built by hand, but for the longest time, what we would do is we'd just do little MLGs off from the top. We'd get slime blocks, boats, water buckets, ender pearls, like anything you could think of, and just jump off the top of it. I might as well just show clips of it, just a little bit of reminiscing. If we go into here, because if we look at my channel videos, you'll see Minecraft edit. So it's unlisted now because it got copyrighted like 3 times. Because I tell you what, I filmed this all on my iPad. The world was initially on my iPad, and you can tell. When was this uploaded? This was uploaded. When was this? In 2021. So world is at least 4 years old. Okay, so immediately I got copyright struck on the audio that I put in here. Enjoy. World height MLG water buckets. So this, yeah, I used to play with my friend all the time on this, and you can see how the pyramid was not built at all. Oh, bro. Oh, yeah, so on Bedrock, if you fall in a boat, if you hit the ground, you take damage. It's different to Java. So you have to hop out of the boat before you hit the ground in order to avoid damage. Which is interesting. Slim. No slim. Oh, bro. Oh, God, okay. That's not a nice sound. I hope I don't get copyrighted off of watching this video, because this video got copyrighted, as you could tell. I had to remove the audio from the first, whole minute of it. Yeah, I think this is what will get me copyrighted on this one. So I put it in 2-speed and speak over it to hopefully hide the fact that there's... Oh, let's go! Yeah, my signature, just a loud noise at the end. That was just on this world, off of this pyramid. 4 years later I'm here, it's finished, it's got a lot more. This has got a lot of memories from this world. With how long I've had it, it's currently my longest running world that I've still at least somewhat played on. Oh, if you see over there, I've started making a new pyramid because this one was made to the old world height of 256, I think, and then this one's 312. We'll do the boat race because this is another OG part of the world. You gotta get a boat. I'll get that boat, and you gotta hold a sword as well, just so you don't break the ice. So yeah, you get the little start line here. And then you go along the boat track. Though this part is literally like impossible. You gotta go... Oh crap. Yeah, okay. I think it's better that I make it around here. But this is where the newest stuff oh my god. Stuff is. I added these cool little, like, descending layers. I mean, I think that's really sweet. I added that around the place. Oh shit. I think you have to just go full speed. There we go. Here we are. This is the big one. The big jump. Boom. Come on, make it. Sweet, we're good. What the hell is... Oh, this is just the moat. And then you go down through to here. And... Yep, here we are. Oh. And then this is basically... I wanted to make it just like a water park bit where it's like, ooh, the colors. The world, the colors. And you can see I put the light in. Just put carpets over it, which is interesting. I mean, you wouldn't think you can waterlog carpets, but you can. But yeah, anyway, I mean, this is it just ends up here. It goes into red, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done. And, yeah, I mean, that's that segment. Now we're under the bedrock, which is fun, so I just have to fly over to here. So anyway, that's the ice, like, slide, and then I also started, again, recently making this one, which is just like a water slide, because I had yet another older world when I was a lot younger, when I was like 8, 9, maybe no, I must have been at least 10, because that's when I got my iPad, I think. So when I was like 10, I had another world which I had this super dope water slide on it, and it had all this cool stuff, but unfortunately all of it is lost and forgotten, so this is kind of me reimagining what that was. We have here, this is the parkour, which I'm not even going to try to attempt. I made just an insanely difficult parkour course. Like, let me... You gotta go down here to get into it. But you get over to here. I mean, so many times people have tried this parkour. I've literally, I think, only had one person ever actually make it past this section up until the second section, which requires you to do shulker box jumps. Like, let me just try and make it onto the first one. So you gotta open the shulker box, jump onto it, and then open the next one and jump onto it again. Or I think you're supposed to jump into these gaps and then jump around onto it. It's just like, bro, nobody was ever gonna do this. It's like, you have to be on crack to do this. Oh, and this, I quite like this build. This was initially someone's like dark maze. It was just a whole bunch of concrete. I'm not even gonna try to go through it. Yeah, I don't remember. I think when I streamed a couple times, he was one of the viewers who I was like, because I only had one viewer every like hour that would join up, and he wanted to play, so I was like, alright, sweet, you can join. And I mean, it was just kind of a black box, and what I've done well, not too recently, but what I wanted to do was make every build, you know, look at least like a build, and this was just like a black box initially. So I put this whole epic build around it, which I really like the way that this looks. Here we have a lava cast test, and another thing I wanted to do was just make a literal just lava pillar. This took so long, by the way, like building each layer and then waiting for the lava to flow. It took fucking forever. And then obviously 9/11. I still need to build the plane, just like on Dementia Craft. And also my world. I don't know why every world that I'm on has twin towers. And then generally, I mean, I just kind of do random builds everywhere. Like, so I wanted to do like a themed build for pretty much everything. I looked up like a list of 1,000 things to make in Minecraft, and I just generally tried to do a whole bunch of. Ooh, this is. Didn't remember this. That is super interesting. I might actually want to build something like this, because that looks super neat. This right here, random block palette challenge. I mean, wow. We'll talk about odd blocks. I mean, jungle leaves, TNT, purple concrete, like not even actual concrete, sand, and then grey concrete and dark oak slabs. I mean, look, it looks terrible, but given the blocks I had to use, I mean, pretty good. TNT, there's supposed to be like little berries. Yeah, anyway. Another stupid build. Another thing I want to show you, I mean, I'll show you the roller coaster in a second, but I want to show you the other mini game that I've made here, which is Spleef. Again, quite a recent one. Just press to teleport. So you get these 3 platforms, and I've coded it, I mean, not coded it, I've put in command blocks to make it automatically, not automatically, when you press the button in here to reset it, it will do these 3 command blocks, which each fill in the snow. This is another OG build. My sister actually made this. She made up until this, and then I made the second floor. Because I wanted to finish off a build. And again, we always use /kill commands a bunch. And I remember she used to have a bunch of like tropical fish in here. But they died like 4 or 5 times. Frankly, this is the biggest eyesore in my opinion on the world. It's never been finished and it looks really dumb. Again, that 1,000 builds thing. Build a zombie, build a dirt castle. What was it? Build colored houses. Build a farm. Build a build a starter house. It was like do a whole bunch of different things. This is the most recent build. I made this recently. A pool in my backyard. You know, gotta have a pool. And then over here, the villager houses. I don't know. All of these are literally identical. So I built the new style, and then I used structure blocks to duplicate it like 20 times. And then I built the old style villager houses, which frankly I miss. When I first played, I remember there was a seed where the blacksmith just had like 50 blocks of cobble beneath it, and everyone used that seed and thought, oh, this is so sick, dude. Over here we have my man-made lake. I mean, nothing to call home about, but you know, it's just another one of the many things in this world. And then here's the main thing. So we love doing MLGs off of this. So the next branch of that was to make literal MLG courses. So if we fly over here and we go down to this building has all the teleport buttons. See, there's the water bucket MLG, bridging practice, which is never finished, but you know, Enderpearl MLG, horse MLG. So let's go to the Enderpearl MLG, and then you get to pick what height. So we'll go level 6. And so you walk over the buttons, it gives you Enderpearl, and you drop down, and you have to precisely throw it and save yourself. I mean, honestly, it's not that difficult. But yeah, I mean, we made courses for that. That was the MLG one I was just in, then the water bucket one, then this was the horse one, because dream, obviously. That right here is the building practice, like the guide, and then here is the building practice one, which I never finished because the amount of commands you need to actually clear the builds each time it's quite a bit. If I hold out barrier blocks, I was manually building the barriers to make it be like, no, you can't go into the other areas. It's just like, bro, why? And then, what else can I show you? I can show you the roller coaster. So, yeah, I mean, that's, again, a recent one. Again, reminiscing about my old world. In my old world, I had... Oh, and look at the baby chickens with my texture pack. But in my old world, I had so much cool stuff, which I really miss a lot. It felt all so interesting and cohesive. It genuinely wasn't much, but I had a super cool roller coaster, which I really miss. So this is me trying to reimagine it, to be honest. This one is so much different because the one I had, it was so compact and twists and turns every which way. Oh, of course it starts raining again. / weather clear. As you can see, I could add paintings in there. And so, yeah, I didn't want it to be just like my old one. I wanted some of those new features, you know, the bubble columns. And then right here, fireworks. Pretty cool. And then this section, I mean, I guess it's just kind of, you know, the viewing part of the ride. Look around the world. Oh, yeah, that's another build. That's another build. You know, I mean, there's so much stuff in here. I can't really cover it all. Alright, so we're down into here. I mean, this bit is still boring. I've started to add kind of the rotating wood thing. Trying to figure out how to get lighting in here because it's really dark. And I switched the rails over to be activator and thinking, oh, what the hell? Alright, buddy. There might be actually a couple of minecarts that I run into because I had to do a lot of testing for this next stage. Because it's very precise. That minecart is gonna mess me up. I just know it. This next stage is very precise. I might have to do a cut because that minecart is gonna mess it up. Okay, so I broke those minecarts, and now you can see this next section. I put a lot of, again, recently. I mean, I say I don't play on this world anymore, but most of the stuff that I'm showing you is somewhat recent, and this is quite recent. So I made it like super precise. Here. So you just like kind of bump up and down, and you have to be going the precise exact speed that you do. Like if you hop out of your minecart nearing the end there, if you aren't going the right speed, like the max speed at the end of it, you won't make it up this. It's like quite fiddly in a way. And then you drop off here, and then watch this. You bounce, and you hit the tripwire there. You get pushed by the pistons, which, honestly, doing just those pistons took me like half an hour because I had to estimate it like each time over and over. And then down into here, waterlogged rails, which is interesting. And then you get pushed up this. So, I mean, it's creative. You know, you can tell that pretty much. And there you go. You get jumped off. And that's the end of the course. I mean, just look at me falling. That's the actions and stuff, in case you're wondering. So yeah, that's the roller coaster. Then we've got the little maze here. You know, I wanted to add a whole bunch of different mini games and different things like that because I think that's just really cool to have in a creative world. Because I would never build this in survival like this. You couldn't build this in survival, or at least not get it to reset. So it's just like, you can add so much cool things, so it's the upside of using creative. And then, I mean, apart from that, there's only one other thing I want to show you about the world, and to do that, what I will do is I will fly up to here, right up to the top, stand in the middle, and then what we're going to do is we're going to up my render distance. And you might have seen the walls every 100 blocks. You maybe thought that, oh, wouldn't it interesting? That must have taken a little bit of time. But if we look out and let it load, you'll see I've got some giant walls. I mean, the true scale of these is not really apparent until you fly over to them. But if we go over to one of the corners, all four of the corners are the same. All of these walls, I just had like they're just like tileable. I just got a structure block and duplicated them like 50 times to get these walls. But as you can see, they each lead to a corner. Basically, the idea is everything that I ever build needs to be within these walls. Which, I mean, with how much empty space there still is, that's pretty easy. But it's just a way to make sure that for the years and years to come, this world is always going to feel coherent and closed in, unless I specifically don't want it to. So we fly over here, and we have these, I guess, like turrets at each corner. Each of these is identical at each 4,000 corner. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just another neat little thing. You can tell, again, I mean, this isn't recent. This is still like 2 years old, but it's still more recent than a lot of the other builds. And you can, yeah, I mean, you can see how this, I mean, you couldn't see it before, but see how, like, wide this is? This is, like, 11, 12 blocks wide. It's just like, it's massive. You know what else is massive? The Twin Towers. You know what? The pyramid's cool, but I kind of love how much the Twin Towers just kind of stand out. Even though they're not even like the third biggest thing here. This right here was recent. I wanted to just see how much I could spread the skulk. It seemed to kind of cap out at this size, but for some reason, it just does this sometimes. Like, wait a minute. So that's like the XP, just kind of bubbling around. I think it just moves around completely randomly until it finds an area where it can expand to. Oh look, see, this one's about to make it, or not. It just disappears. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. Anyway, it says 3,973 days, but that is just not true. They have not played the world that much. It's probably more like 1,500 maybe? I don't know. I don't actually know, really. It took a long time to build a lot of this stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's the Creative World Tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys like my world. Leave a comment, anything you want to see built in this, because to be honest, the only reason I don't play it is because I have no idea what I want to do on it. Hope you enjoyed. The Stupid Juice out.